Hi students, in this video I want to show you how you can review or access the homework help on MyMathLab. So you have to sign into MyMathLab. You have to pick our course. And once you're on the home page, what you want to go to is quizzes and tests. And I have two exam help for you. Let's look at exam 1 help. And it brings you right to the page, and you can just start the test. So I'm going to respond to a few questions, and I think that's all it's necessary for you to see what the features of this exam 1 help is or whatever. So this is question 1, and I'm going to X out of that. Question 1 asks if there's a poll and they ask the questions, what do you think is better for things happening in the next 5 years? No change, worse, better, don't know, no response. What kind of a variable is this? Well, it's a categorical variable. So we'll respond and we'll do next. Question 2 says, pharmaceutical company conducts an experiment in which a subject takes 75 milligrams of a substance orally. The researchers measure the number of hours it takes for half of the substance to exit the bloodstream. What kind of a variable? Well, it has units, so it must be a quantitative variable. And next we have a histogram for, let's see, it's about pizza slices, and it's the price of pizza slices in dollars in a large city. So one of the things I'm noticing is that it is symmetrical, and it appears to have one mode, and there's no skewness to it. So let's see. The IQRs are for skewed distribution. The median is for a skewed distribution. So I'm going to say the mean and standard deviation should be reported because it's uniform, unimodal, and symmetric. Last question I'm going to do with you. It's important to know how tightly clustered our data is. What is not a measure of spread? Well, certainly the mean. It's a measure of center. So we're going to go to next, and then I'm going to bail out. I'm not going to look at the box plot and histogram and discuss all of that. I'll leave that to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to submit the test. I know I haven't answered everything, and I still want to submit the test. So not surprisingly, I answered 4 questions and I got them correct. And I failed to answer the rest of the questions, so I got them wrong. What the very interesting feature is, you can review the test. And when you review the test, these are the problems you got incorrect. And here we go. This is going to show you a box plot and histogram, and it's going to ask you a lot of questions. It's going to ask you which had the higher fuel economy, and it's all about fuel economy. So you're going to look at these box plots and respond to which one most describes the fuel economy based on these box plots. But the nice feature is, even if you didn't answer the question, it gives you the correct answer. So you can look at the box plots and you can see 75% of the cars get better efficiency, 50% of the SUVs. Now, 75% would be everything above the this quartile here. And so they were talking about mid-size cars. 75% get fuel, 75% get better fuel economy than, 50% of the cars. So 50% of the cars get better fuel economy than 75% of the SUVs. So this is 75% of the SUVs. Yes, 50% get more. So you can kind of look at the response, go back to the box plots, and understand why the response is what it is. Now, this is a complicated question, so you want to make sure that you truly understand it. 50% of the cars would be up here, and 75% of the SUVs would be up here. So yeah, that is true. I mean, really, this part is higher than this part. Okay, so it's a meaty question. So you definitely want to review that one. Histogram and box plot. Okay, so we're talking about it being skewed to the right and having two outliers. Skewed to the right and a couple of outliers, and we can look at the box plot again. Where are the outliers? They're between 30 and 40 and between 40 and 50. Yeah, that's the right answer. And the ages. The majority of the ages are between 16 and 24. 16, 12, 14, 15, 16, and, I know, this is much better. The majority, let's do the box plot. This is the middle 50%. This is much better. This would be somewhere between 10 and 20, and this would be a little bit more than 20. Yep, that would be it. The box plot would be easier to answer that feature. What can't you see? Well, let me see. The features of the distribution. So you can't see the modes, can't see any of that stuff. So the modes in particular is something that you cannot see. Let's see. They say the slight increase between 22 and 24. 22 and 24. Huh. Oh. Well, I'm glad I know the correct answer, because this is on the low side, then it pops up between 22 and 24, and then it goes back down again. So it's a good thing we have the answers. They are reasonable, and that this could be a second mode right here. So it's a good thing. If I was a student, I'd say, wow, it's a good thing I looked at this problem. It all sounds reasonable. When I get to do it on the test, I know what to look for. I'm going to leave it at that, and I hope this helps and you know where to find everything. Okay, hope you access this exam one help. I know it's going to help. Okay.